Welcome back, everyone. If you are looking to turn your hard work into a grade 7, you are in the right place. We are back with another video, and today we are going deep into the one thing that changes everything, the examiner's perspective. As an experienced IBDP biology educator, I have seen exactly where students stumble and where they shine. Today, I am handing you the keys to the marking scheme. Let's get into the tactics that will actually get you that top score. First up, let's talk about the silent mark killers, command terms. Many students lose marks simply because they don't answer the type of question asked. If the paper says describe, just give me that what. Tell me the trend or the structure. But if it says explain, you have to provide the how or the why. Use the word because when the command term is explain. My examiner pro tip: don't write a paragraph explaining a described question. Save that energy and time for the questions that actually require it. Moving on to paper 1. We all know the pressure of the clock here. To stay calm, use what I call the elimination protocol. Don't just hunt for the right answer. Actively kill off the ones that are definitely wrong. Look for those absolute words like all or never. They are actually red flags. And remember, your question booklet is your scratch pad. Annotate it, draw on it, and visualize the biology before you pick your letter. Paper 2, data precision. Now let's talk about the data question in paper 2. This is where I see the most silly mistakes. To get full marks from an examiner, use this three-step formula. State the trend, quote the data, and always include units. If you tell me the rate goes up, that's zero. If you tell me it increases from 2 to 5 milligram per centimeter cube, that is guaranteed mark. Be the student who is too precise to ignore. Section B is where you can really show off, but you have to be strategic. I always tell my students to use the 1.5x rule. If a question is worth 6 marks, aim for 9 solid points. It gives you a safety net in case one point doesn't quite hit the mark scheme's specific wording. Also keep it clean, use bullet points. It make it so much easier for an examiner to find your marks and award them quickly. Another thing which you really need to understand is using correct vocabulary. The word amount with a big red X through it. Here you can see in the slide. It is far too vague for a grade 7 student. Are you talking about mass, volume, concentration? When you use the specific biological term, you instantly signal to the examiner that you know your stuff. It builds academic trust. When I say precise language, I know I am marking a high level paper. For your IA, the evaluation is where the sevens are won. Please stop using the phrase human error. It tells nothing. Instead, tell me about the limitation of your equipment or the specific environmental fluctuations you couldn't control. If you can identify why your data has gaps, you are showing the kind of critical thinking that examiners love to read. Finally, how do you get all this into your head? Stop passive reading. Use the blur and fill method. Take a blank sheet of paper and blur out everything you know about a topic. Then grab your notes and fill in what you missed using a different colored pen. Your brain will focus on those gaps, making your study sessions twice as effective in half the time. So, rereading is passive, blurred and fill forces retrieval, the single most evidence backed revision technique for IB biology. Scoring a 7 is a combination of knowing your biology and knowing how to communicate it to people like me. I hope this examiner secrets give you the confidence you need for your next exam. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Teachers, let me know in the comments how you are prepping your classes this year. Good luck, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.